If they don't know the confirmation signal, they don't know what the algorithms are programmed to do. The algorithms are literally programmed, folks, to fool you.
Bitcoin Zela stands out with its simplicity and clarity. We've crafted an experience that anyone can dive into, whether you're a crypto expert or just a new to the crypto world. Now, guess who keeps his eye on us? The author of best-selling book Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. And we want to take this opportunity and thank all the people who trusted us, and we read every comment. And the best part, it's free. Subscribing now means you will get all new information for free. Don't just follow the trends, stay ahead of them. Subscribe to Bitcoin Zela today and enjoy the new edge. Gareth Soloway shares powerful insights into stocks, Bitcoin, gold, and more. Let's watch him decode the charts with expert-level technical analysis.
Bitcoin peaked above the resistance. If you know the confirmation signal that I teach you guys in the Winning Trader series, which houses all the knowledge that I have, you can see it closed above, didn't confirm, and it was essentially a fake out. So again, think of the people out there that probably thought it was a breakout. If they don't know the confirmation signal, they don't know what the algorithms are programmed to do. The algorithms are literally programmed, folks, to fool you. They are programmed to inch above key levels because, number one, they know that people have stops on their shorts just above those levels. So the shorts will ultimately get stopped out. It also coaxes in psychologically people to be like, oh, it broke above that level. I got to go long. I'm going to FOMO in, right? And then they're like, oh, nope, flip it right back down. And again, it's not to say that the confirmation signal is not foolproof, but what I found is that when you confirm a breakout, the odds, because remember, everything I do is based on probability, the odds decrease dramatically that it's a fake out by algorithms because ultimately it takes too much money once you confirm to really go the other way. It gets too far away from the breakout level versus here, it was just a tiny little blip above. It doesn't take a lot of money to reject it back down versus if you confirm and you're up here, it's like, okay, well, how much money are these institutions going to really deploy to fake people out at that point? All right. So again, right now, this is the level to beat. It was a fantastic longer-term trend line parallel from these lows, these highs. And remember, this high goes back to the all-time high from 2021, or former all-time high, and then the bull market, former all-time high of 2017. Really remarkable, again, the chart. The chart just amazes me.
Bitcoin is at a crossroads, trading just below $95,000 after failing to break through the key $98,000 resistance level. Since late April, BTC has been stuck in a tight range, repeatedly testing highs between $93,000 and $97,900, but struggling to close above $97,440. The market has been choppy, with profit-taking adding to volatility as many holders cash out while in the green. According to Glassnode, profit realization is running unusually high, with more than $9 in profits booked for every $1 in losses. This kind of activity often signals a market top or cooling momentum. Despite that, Bitcoin is still trading above $93,000, which some analysts see as a risky position given the current conditions. Crypto analyst Checkmate describes the current price zone as a key decision point. A strong close above $95,000 could open the path to $100,000, especially with continued ETF inflows and a potentially market-moving Fed interest rate decision this week. On the flip side, failure to hold support could push BTC down to $92,000 or lower, with $90,000 and even $75,000 coming into view if momentum breaks. The battle between bulls and bears is intensifying, and the next big candle, green or red, might decide which direction Bitcoin takes next.
Netflix, folks, is dumping after Trump imposed tariffs on basically any films that are made outside of the country, 100% tariffs, encouraging movie producers to shoot in the U.S. But what we see here is more fascinating to me. So if we look at the Netflix chart, the high pivot from 2023, low pivot from 2024 and 2025, and look at this high pivot here. And what did we just tag on Friday? And by the way, this is the weekly chart, so we're looking at a bigger zoomed out period. But look at where we went, and look, you have Netflix trading below 1,100. Right now, it is down about $60 in the pre-market. That's about 6% or so. I mean, give or take, right? But the point being is that This is why I absolutely adore and follow charts, is because they can guide you to expecting a move, and then magically, as if it's like you have like a crystal ball, some news comes out and the stock drops, right? And so by no means do charts tell you what the news is going to be. Like, it could have been something totally different, but amazingly, the charts guide us to expect a pullback, and then something magically occurs and creates that pullback, right? And it's about probability. So we knew that it was overbought. Bulls were way too bullish on the stock, which means there's a lack of new buyers. Then you're just kind of saying, okay, well, if everyone's saying it's the greatest stock in the world, at some point something's going to happen that's going to dent that perception. And in this case, it was a tariff announcement on foreign films. But just so cool. I love how, it's stuff that even to this day, after 26 years of trading, it's just fascinating to me how, you look at this parallel and you say, okay, well, when we were at the high end of the parallel, it got rejected. Here was the low end, it had a rally, then high end rejected, and then high end again. I should say even low end popped, and then high end, boom, the stock gets slammed to the downside. All right, a trade I took on Friday on a swing trade basis was a short on Meta. Why? Well, looking at the parallel here, or even just this trend line, we have this trend line down here, okay? We use that trend line, goes right to there, goes right to here, and then we bounced, and we broke, and we confirmed, and then in the short term, we just tagged the underbelly of that level. For me, at least, that kind of creates the expectation that we should see some sort of pullback here on the stock. Now, again, as I always stress to you guys, it's not necessarily a guarantee. There's no such thing as it guarantees in trading. But what there is probability. And so for me, I use the charts to guide me to what is most likely to occur. And then I don't go all in on the position, right? So I did a small position, starter position on Meta on the short side with members on Friday, just basically getting our toe in the water in case it gets fully rejected. And if it goes higher, we have other resistance levels. For instance, if we flip back to the chart here, my add level could potentially be like right here. This is a great little resistance level, pivot high right there. So that could be an add level. At some point, the idea is if you have 70% success rate that you're due for a pullback, maybe one time it doesn't work because there's still 30% times or a percent that it doesn't play out. But if you do that over and over and over and over again, at some point, that 70% probability-wise is going to play out. That's the concept behind it.
XRP is flashing red flags as it hovers just above the $2 mark, with technical and on-chain signals pointing toward a possible 45% drop to $1.20. The price chart shows a descending triangle forming since late 2024, a bearish pattern that often signals trend reversals. It's defined by a flat support level and a declining resistance line, and if XRP breaks below this support, the expected drop could be steep. Adding to the concern is a major drop in XRP ledger activity. Daily active addresses have fallen from over 600,000 in mid-March to just 30,000 in early May. That kind of sharp decline in user engagement and transaction volume usually signals weakening confidence and reduced liquidity, making it harder for prices to hold up. Despite a 1.17% price drop in the last 24 hours, trading volume jumped 30% to $2 billion, which analysts like Dom say is a sign of profit-taking. He noted that the selling pressure over the past week has prevented any meaningful upward move. If XRP can break above $2.18, it could invalidate the bearish pattern and target $3. But for now, the momentum appears shaky, and bulls may be running out of time to defend key levels. If you've been with us so far, a big thank you. Don't forget to subscribe for free to Bitcoin Zela for your daily news. The link is waiting below. That's all for today's crypto news. Stick around for more updates, insights, and analysis on cryptocurrencies. Share your thoughts in the comments, like this video, and subscribe for more exciting content.